All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome, Amp Capo here, Black Adonis Games. We are inside of AGLS version 1.2. We are going to be taking a metahuman and applying it to the companion AI so that we can use that for our AGLS. This is for versions UE 5.4 or 5.5, version 1.2. You're going to need the game animation sample project for this, so make sure you have that. We're going right in. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and type RET, and we're going to look for the generic retargeter. And what we want to do is migrate the generic retargeter to your AGLS project. So let's go ahead and do that. Now you can decide to keep all this character information, or you can decide to just turn everything off and simply keep the ABP generic retarget. Now you want to apply to all and say do not overwrite. We'll go ahead and let that go. Here we go. Now we want to be inside of our AGLS version 1.2 project, and let's check and just make sure that we got the generic retargeter. Let's open it, make sure it opens. And we're going to go look at our IK retarget maps. And these are the retargeters that you're able to use to share animations without any actual having to retarget the animations. So we're going to go ahead now. And what we want to do is go to our AI character. So get your companion, and you want to create a child blueprint of this blueprint so that way we are not applying any changes to the default companion. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to get rid of this default companion in our project. So we're going to delete the original companion, go ahead and break the reference. It's okay because we're going to add our child companion in now. And we're going to go ahead and assign the new child blueprint as the new companion for our character. You can do this by using the dropper, or you can just use the drop down list. Either way will work. All right, so let's save everything. All right, the next thing we're going to do is test this and make sure that this actually works. Make sure our AI is following. And it looks like it is. It looks like it is walking and following us. So that's pretty much all we really need to test here, is just make sure that the AI is following us. So let's stop. The next thing we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and open the full blueprint for our AI companion child blueprint, and we're going to go ahead and open our metahuman. So this is going to assume that you've already imported your metahuman. You're going to want to copy everything from the body all the way down to the LOD sync. We want to copy all of this, and what we're going to do is we're going to paste that in our AGLS companion character blueprint child. Now we want to attach the body to the actual character mesh, so make sure that you drag that up, and we want to attach it to the main character mesh. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the Metahuman skeletal mesh, and we're going to go ahead and create an IK rig. So you just want to right click, go up to create IK rig. All right, so we're going to create the IK rig and retargeters. Let's go ahead and open this rig, and then we're going to go ahead and auto create the IK and auto create the retarget chains. All right, and then we want to do this for our metahuman character as well. We want to do this for the body. So go ahead and we're going to go find the body skeletal mesh, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to create an IK rig, and then we're going to open it, and we're going to auto create our IK and our retarget chains. All right, let's save all that. All right, now let's go back to our Animan folder, and let's go ahead and from our IK rig, we want to go ahead and create an IK retargeter. Name it whatever you want because you're going to need to use this name later on. And I'm just going to name mine Animan to Metahuman. All right, let's go ahead. The next thing we want to do is go ahead and open this up. And we want to go ahead and assign our target IK rig asset, and we want to pick our Metahuman IK rig. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and move this over. And you want to go ahead and test that the animations and retargeting is working. And from the looks of this looks pretty good. Character is doing animations. Let's go ahead now and we're going to go and add our IK retargeter to the generic retargeting animation blueprint. So under our IK retarget map, we want to go ahead and just add another slot. Then we're going to go ahead and put our name that we named our IK retargeter, and then go ahead and select our IK retargeter that we just created. All right. So now we want to go ahead and compile this, save. I'm going to go ahead and copy this IK retargeter map name. And we're going to go to our AGLS companion character AI child blueprint. And we're going to go to the body. And we're going to type the word tag. And we want to add a tag to the body mesh. So make sure that you paste this name exact, because this is how the retargeting is actually done, is through this tag. All right. Then after that, what we want to do is actually assign the generic retargeter to our Metahuman body mesh. Let's go to the viewport. We're going to go ahead and compile. And you're going to see that there's some things that we still need to fix. First, let's go ahead and set the location to 0 for the body. Everything else should just follow it. All right, once we have that done, the next thing that we're going to want to do is go to the construction script and drag out the body in the construction script and set up a leader pose component. We just want to grab the torso, legs, and feet. You can grab the face as well. Most of the time you don't need the face with metahumans, but sometimes I do actually just include the face. So we're going to set our leader pose component, and we're going to go ahead, and the targets are going to be our face, legs, feet, and torso, and then the body will be the new leader that everything follows. Let's go ahead and compile that. You should see your body and everything sync up now. Next thing that we want to do is go ahead and save this, and we're going to go ahead and test and see if our mesh is moving. And once again, looks like the character is following us. Let's go ahead back into our companion blueprint, and we want to go to the regular body mesh. And I want to show you something, because this is probably what a lot of people are doing. Let's see what happens when we set the visibility off for the mesh. We're going to go ahead and press play. And this is where I was stuck for the longest, is that my character would be in the right idle pose, but then when I would actually walk away and you look back at the character, you're going to see that the character is actually just sliding. It's not actually following me. It just slides. All right. So I fought with this forever trying to figure it out, and I thought back to Lyra. You had to do this. You got to reset that mesh back as visible. The only way that the animations are going to retarget is if this mesh is visible. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and make a new folder. I'm going to just call this AGLS add-ons. And we're going to right click and create a new material. And I'm just going to name this M_invisible. And we're going to create a material instance of this. Let's go ahead into the main material. And we are going to set this up the blend mode to be translucent. After you set the blend mode to translucent, we're going to add a constant node and just set it to 0, or you could just type it in where it says opacity. You could just set it to 0. I'm going to go ahead and apply these changes and go ahead and save. We're going to go ahead and go back to our AGLS companion character blueprint. And we're going to select and replace the material with the MI material instance invisible. So now the character is actually still visible. It's just using a invisible skin. So now what I'm going to do next to ensure, we're going to set the mesh material to be the invisible material in our construction script. This ensures it because you'll compile and sometimes it won't be invisible. So this will ensure that it is invisible every time you use it. So we're just going to add our material in there, and now you compile and save it, and you're going to see that the character is invisible. Now let's go ahead and test this. See if the character is walking and chasing us. And we've got success. That's it. That's pretty much all you have to do. And you should have a working metahuman. Now we do know that there is the hair glitch. It doesn't seem to happen when the character just does regular movements, but for some reason when we do fast movements, especially when doing the wall climbing, you can notice that the character's head pushes through the hair and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look sightly. So I don't know if this is just a metahuman glitch period, or if it's a glitch with the actual AGLS, something that needs to be fixed there, or if there's something blueprint wise we need to do different to make the hair not do it. But that's it.